All right, so I'm going to fill up my squeeze bottle.
I scrape down them sides.
All right, so there's still a decent amount of paste in here, but I have a plan for it. I'm making a homemade tapioca pudding.
How much milk is that?
I'm making a double batch. The original recipe calls for a quart of milk. I'm making 2 batches because, like I said, we love it. So I'm putting in half a gallon. I'm gonna add most of the milk, half the milk in here, so just so that it doesn't like go crazy and overflow. I'm gonna turn it on pretty high so that it can get the stuff that's on the lid and stuff. All the vanilla paste. Now I'm gonna add the rest of the milk. Half a gallon of milk. I'm gonna get it hot. And I did pre-measure and pre-soak the tapioca pearls. I need to separate eggs. Oh, I'm adding some sugar to my pudding. I just remembered that I got to do that. I'll have to look through the recipe pretty carefully because I'm talking while I'm cooking. At Indri Vanilla, we believe that education is free and experience is something that we love to share.
It's good for if not opened after.
So check each recipe for the shelf life and storage instructions. Because it has a decent amount of alcohol and sugar in it, both of which will be good preservatives, it should be good for several months. All right. I'm going to add some salt before I forget to add some salt.
Keep asking the questions though. Like
Yeah. If anybody has questions, we don't have to just talk about vanilla paste. We can talk about vanilla extract.
anything.
Work on stirring this very, very vanilla pasty, caviar-y.
It adds so much flavor.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. But I don't want to leave my tapioca pudding for very long because it can scorch on the bottom. I've got it on pretty high heat. Anyway, so my tapioca part, this portion did come to a boil and it's thickening up, but it's still really, really hot. So I'm going to whip up my egg whites. So pardon me for a second, this is going to be loud. So that's how thick I'm going on my egg whites, whipping those. So that's done, and I'm just going to add them, fold them into my pudding. So this is homemade tapioca pudding. Look how dark and crazy it is. Like normally this recipe is very creamy looking, and it's just because we cleaned out the blender that I just used to make vanilla paste with the milk that we cooked into this tapioca pudding. So that's why it's so dark, and that's the only vanilla that I've added, was just cleaning out that blender. Now, this is going to take several hours in the refrigerator. Actually, I'll probably put it outside because it's snowy and cold, and might as well. As it cools, I will come back out every couple of hours and give it a little stir just to keep the tapioca suspended in there.
Okay.
Watch out, it's hot. You might want to blow on it. I love this stuff. Let me know if you're a warm tapioca pudding or if you're a cold tapioca pudding. I like it both ways, but I usually prefer it cold. That feels like my childhood. And it's very, very vanilla forward. That vanilla is great. The vanilla paste did a fantastic job.